call is from the church, the call is from the district, the call is from the International Institute, the call is from the people that we serve.
We have a mission that's in front of us, and the mission's a sacred one. The mission is to impart to others the sense of the importance of learning, the value of spirituality, the development of character, and the promotion of friendship.
One of the things that probably sets the tone is that everyone is encouraged, and most people do start the class with a prayer. There's something about the sitting down and praying together that makes that helps the moral tone, or helps set a moral tone, I think, with the students.
We begin each class by saying, let us remember that we're in the holy presence of God. And we do that because for us it is a reality. That presence of God is something that is expected, that is recognized, that is celebrated, and that is worked with.
For one thing, the children make you feel young and happy because that's what they are. And then you have the satisfaction of knowing that you're doing a work that is helping them now and especially preparing them for the future. In the words that we often use, to give them a Christian and a human education.
Here we really take care of the poor people, poor children. That's a founder work, that's a Lasalle work. That is giving education to the poor, the downtrodden.
And many of these students who come to us are students that just can't afford to get the kind of help that they need to get through school. Tutoring costs are tremendous if you have to hire a tutor. None of these families can afford to hire tutors. So they come here and find out that suddenly it's all available. It means a lot to us to be able to offer that. But by no means are we here saving these people any more than they're saving us. It's a joint venture where they're teaching us about their own faith, and we're able to help them along the road to getting to reach the goals that they've set for themselves.
I believe that the work of Jesus is about, basically planting seeds so that people can grow and to be all that they're supposed to be, and that's what we're doing. And we get to do it together in a community, and that makes it even more special.
The beauty or the real value of Lasallian education is the dignity that we place upon the students. You have excellent pedagogy, you have an excellent understanding, I think, in Lasallian schools of what students need to know in addition to the curriculum. It is that which brings about the best in an individual. That where we tap the resources of the spirit and of the heart. That's what distinguishes Lasallian schools in many ways.
There's a very personal, exquisite, sacred extension of one person to another that happens here that I've never seen in any other place.
When I interview students, I say you're coming to become part of a whole family group, and you're not here to compete with one another. You may have gone to other institutions where it's very individualistic. Here we're learning as a group. We're here to serve you in any way that you need to be served, and you'll find that your peers become a support system as well as the teachers who work with you.
From day one, I felt welcome, and I felt like I was cared about by people who hardly even knew me.
I think a really big component of it is the teachers. The teachers are like family. The relationship extends beyond the classroom.
It's like a family. They're like probably our parents when we're not at home, and they're really friendly, and you can go up to them whenever you want, ask them any questions.
It's our job to convince students that we're on their side. And I think not a lot of teenagers believe that adults are on their side or that teachers are on their side. And I think that's just as relevant now as it was in in France of the late 1600s for children and young people to believe that someone's working on their side with them and for them, to promote them forward in whatever that road is that it takes.
You can have the best educators, but if they're only teaching the intellect, they're missing a large part of the person.
Teachers are so important. I look at the students, many conversations with them, and they talk about how important these people were in their lives, these teachers they had. And I think, who are we? Who are we as teachers? And De La Salle tells us, he tells us we're the older brothers and sisters of these students who are entrusted to our care.
But in every way, form them with their character, their conduct,
and their behavior along with their skill training. And as a result, they come out with a good persons, real human being, I would say, so good citizens of this country.
What I've understood of Lasallian mission, or what I've, got out of my education, has been a broader understanding of the world, not just being concerned with what we have in front of us, but really that love of the poor, love of service, love of young people.
What we're learning here isn't just for ourselves. It's not just the individual. It's a gift for us to have this knowledge and to have this education, and now it's our job to spread it.
And now it's our challenge and our mission to reach out in a realistic way to help other poor people in our own areas, as well as around the world, which I know the Christian Brothers are doing today, to really reach the poor, the disenfranchised, the marginalized. It's a real challenge, but I don't think we can apologize for where we are today. We just have to continue the work. It's part of the development of Catholic education in the United States.
It's very difficult to know whether you're reaching kids. It's one of the worst things about teaching, one of the worst things about education, is it's so unverifiable. Have we educated this kid? Who knows? We may find out in 20 years, But once in a while you run into a kid who says something that shows that they do get it. And it's very moving when that happens. The very first day of school, I went around to all of the classrooms, and I asked all of the kids in each one of the classrooms, what does a principal do? Right? What do you think a principal does? And I got to the second grade. Who are those kids that were out reading today, that cute little group? And I said, what do you think a principal does? And they said, well, this one boy says, he tells us when we're bad. Okay? And I said, but, I'm your brother, right? So isn't there anything different about me being the person who says that you're bad? And he says, well, yeah. He says, you tell us we're bad because you love us. And
there's so many different aspects that the teachers touch my heart, that they touch my social aspect, they touch my spiritual aspect, they touch me intellectually. They add so much to me that I don't know how to thank them. It's almost like I shouldn't thank them, because thanking them would almost reduce the quality of what they've given me. Like it's priceless, and it's speechless. Like I can't thank them, because there wouldn't be enough words to thank them. I think they see it in my eyes. I think they see it in my smile, and they think they see it in the work that I give them.